Welcome, welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome to Mindset Live. Welcome to the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, good to have you with us. Thank you, thank you. Come on in, come on in. This is your host, Professor Nez. I am a career coach, life coach. I am also a writing professor and a live video marketing consultant. And we are live. I'm just doing a little quick testing. Come on in. Let me know where you're joining me from. I just want to do a little quick test and kind of see if everything is working. We're going to talk about real practical stuff today, y'all. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be super, super practical. Writing professor and a live video marketing consultant. Okay, things are coming in. Andreas, good to see you. Come on in from Puerto Rico. Fantastic. Those of you who are not new to the show, okay, those of you who understand a little bit more about the ethos of Professor Nez and what I'm all about, this may sound redundant, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it anyway. So we have, oops, I got one little hair out of place. We don't want that. I've been doing a lot of German accents lately. I have no idea why. This show is fun. This show is about life. This show is about motivating, inspiring you to go out there and get yourself out of your own way. Mindset Live. That's the only thing stopping you guys. That's the only thing stopping you guys. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. We do a weekly show every single Monday called Mindset Mondays. Monday Mindset Live every 9 a.m. Every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we do our beautiful, illustrious Nez Nation Live talk show. Nez Nation Live talk show. Can y'all see that? Let's see if you guys can see that. I want to get the door in the picture. Okay. Nez Nation Live talk show, where we have unbelievable guests coming to share their story and hopefully inspiring and motivating you to go do your thing. That's Nez Nation Live every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's an interview show. Mindset Live is all about this too. It's the major thesis. It's the major purpose of what Professor Nez's whole kind of, presence in the digital ecosystem is all about. That's what it's all about, because this is the only thing that gets in your way. And today I want to talk about practical, real, down-to-earth methodologies and practicums that you can apply. The title of this scope, the title of this broadcast is Self-Inquiry, Guided Self-Inquiry. None of this, I'm not using the word meditation. That word's been absolutely abused left and right. And I am monitoring the comments. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. But, as I always say, every single time when we start this show, leave your mind at the door. When you enter Mindset Live, when you enter our broadcast, leave your mind at the door, okay? That's super important. What does that mean, Professor Nez? What in the world do you mean, leave your mind at the door? I don't really understand what that means. Can you please tell us? Very simply, there's nothing esoteric about that. Very, very simple. What I mean by that is leave the past. Leave everything you think you know. You hear a lot of Zen masters talk about always have don't know mind. Always have that sort of beginner mind. In the beginner's mind, the world is full of possibilities. In the expert's mind, the world is filled with none. There are no possibilities in the expert mind. If you think you know everything, this is the wrong show for you. If you think that you have all the answers, if you think that you know exactly what's going on and you don't need to learn, you don't need to, be privy to or open to anything out there that doesn't, jibe with how you think and how you view the world, and you're resistant to all of that, this is not for you. This is not for you. You need to have malleable thinking. You need to be open-minded for this to work. So I ask you, come in here, come in here. You are more than welcome to come in here. You are more than welcome to join Professor Nez and our wonderful Nez Nation audience. Our wonderful Nez Nation audience. I want you to be in here. I want you to be a part of this, but leave your mind at the door. Leave your mind at the door. Don't bring anything. Don't bring your past assumptions, presumptions, your conditioning, what you think things should be, how you think things should be. Guided self-inquiry, not guided self-meditation, not guided meditation. I don't ever want to use that word ever again, because I know the associations that come with that word meditation. You think you got to be this sort of esoteric, ascetic, sitting in the Himalayas, being alone in a cave and having that's just not my vibe. That's not my gig. Down to earth, practical tools you can use today to get this dude the only thing that gets in your way. This is the only thing that gets in your way. How to get yourself out of your own way. And we're going to do a guided self-inquiry. I am super excited to do this. And you don't have to close your eyes. You don't have to find a comfort. You don't have to sit in the lotus position. You can lie down, you can stand up, you can sit up, you can have your eyes open, your eyes closed. It usually helps to have your eyes closed, but we're going to look. We're going to look specifically, and we're going to look together and really, truly discover and hopefully experience this state, this beautiful, breathless, relentless, joyous, peaceful inner universe that's always there and is who you truly are. We're going to discover who you are today. You're going to discover yourself today. Are you ready? Notice how I said discover. Professor Nez doesn't teach jack. I don't believe in teaching. I believe in inspiring. I believe in motivating. I don't believe in teaching. This is about discovery. I'm not here to teach you any practical practices or strategies or tips or tricks or gimmicks or life hacks or what growth hacks or whatever you want to call them. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. My sign there's a little bit crooked, sorry. This is about discovery. Guided self-inquiry. This is about discovery. That's what this is about. So I want you don't have to, again, this isn't a place where you don't have to sit down, you don't have to cross your legs, but it would be probably important because we're going to get into this really quickly. I want you to just take a look, and I'm going to guide you with my voice. I want you to just take a look. Just take a look, okay? And I'm going to guide. We're just going to take a look together. If you're ready, give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up if you're ready. We're going to start very, very soon. Give me some thumbs up in the comments. Who's ready? Just be comfortable. You can stand, you can sit, you can lie down, you can sit up. Okay, thank you. We're ready. Okay, we're going to look. Right where you are, right now, right here. This is what I want you to do. I want you to forget. We're going to start right now. Guided self-inquiry. This is it. Sometimes it helps to close your eyes just because the mind really latches onto that sense, the eyes. The eyes really jump on anything. And that's where the monkey mind really gets a really good foray and a really good platform to do its thing and really jack you up. So sometimes it helps to close your eyes, but you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. Just be comfortable. I want you to forget about everything that happened before. Forget about the past. Forget it. Be here right now. Your senses are operating at full optimal functional levels. You're not trying to do anything. Don't try to do anything. That's the first thing I want you to do. Don't try to do anything. Just be. Don't wonder what's coming next. Don't think about next. Don't worry about anything that's happening next. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry what happened last year. Don't think about what happened an hour ago. Don't think about a dentist appointment you have in 2 hours. Be here right now. Discard everything. Discard everything. Just be here right now. And just look. Don't try to look. Don't try to see things. Don't, do this. I'm really looking. No. Just natural. Let everything just kind of come into its relaxed state. Let everything just kind of unfold on its own. Now, thoughts are going to come. You're going to have thoughts come. Let them come. Don't resist the thoughts. Don't fight the thoughts. Just watch them. Watch them come and go. What is this place? What do you feel? What do you sense? What's happening? Does it feel a little, you might feel a little bit panicky. You might feel a little bit, okay, what is this? What's going on? You might see a lot of questions arise. Don't worry about that. Don't entangle yourself in any thought that comes. Don't give it interest. A thought can only live if you give it interest. Even if it's a beautiful thought, just watch objectively, without interpretation, without analysis. Don't analyze anything. Don't analyze anything. Leave your mind at the door. I want you to analyze nothing. Just watch, just look. You may get all sorts of fantastical visions and daydreams and strange, dark sometimes, light sometimes, thoughts that seem like they come out of nowhere. Don't bother with them. Leave them. Just be quiet. Just keep quiet. Find that inner stillness, find that inner silence, and just be there naturally. Don't make any great effort. Don't make any great effort at all. Zero effort. This requires zero effort. This is practical, applicable, down to earth, self-inquiry, experiential self-inquiry. I'm not here to give you 7 tips to success. I'm not here to give you 19 strategies to be the best you. I'm not here to give you, this book will change your life. You can do this. This is all free. This is all here. This is all right now. This is yourself. Discover this and report back to me. Give me your feedback. How does it feel? Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Don't even think about the present. You just be, just watch. Keep quiet. Keep quiet right now. Let the thoughts come. There might be even a thought right now that comes. Boy, this Professor Nez is full of it. What a load of crap. Let that come. Don't entangle yourself with it. Past. Don't think about the future. Don't entangle yourself with it. Don't worry about it. Don't give it interest. Don't analyze it. Don't pay attention to it. What is here when you discard everything from the past? When you discard any idea or any hope for the future? What is here right now? How does it feel? What is that? What is that space? What you need to really discover, what this discovery is all about. Who is the one watching? Who is the one watching? This is the most powerful self-discovery. You don't need Professor Nez. You don't need any guru. You don't need any book. You don't need anybody. It's all in here. All problems arise from thinking. All problems arise from overanalyzing. All problems arise from giving so much interest to external things. But we don't worry about, and we don't think about, we don't focus on our internal, our inner game, our inner universe, which is everything. It all starts there. Now, you may have this creeping sensation. Okay, you found this nice, peaceful place. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're not entangling yourself in any thoughts that may come and go. And you may be asking yourself, now what? Okay, now what? Now what? What next? That's the mind coming in again. That's the mind coming in, the psychological mind. We don't want that individual. I call him the eternal doubter, constantly hungry for next. Other people call them the monkey mind or serpent mind. I call him the psychological mind, the eternal doubter, who's always there to doubt you, always there to question you, always there saying more, when what we're trying to discover is not more, but what is enough. More than enough, plentiful, abundant, robust, with presence, joy, peace, stillness, silence. Don't fight any thought. Don't fight anything that arises in front of you. What can be seen is not you. I wonder who can pick up on this. Even the thought of who you think you are, a thought of who you think you are. I am male. I am a marketer. I am a student. I am a son. I am a father. I am a mother. These are just ancillary. These are just temporary forms of who you are. What we want to discover is the lasting eternal self, which needs nothing. Your true self-discovery. Who's with me out there? How does this feel? Report back to me. This has to be experiential. If this is just something that you nod your head, okay, Professor Nez, I get it. Like, this is my whole purpose of being and doing these shows and doing these guided self-inquiries and executing this is because the greatest teachers did this to me before me doing this now. And the greatest teacher doesn't say think like I think, doesn't say do as I do, all right? The greatest teachers say, what do you think? Did you put this into practice? Did it work for you? If it didn't work for you, discard it. Thank you, Megan. It's not bad. I can't really focus on one thing at a time, but I'm trying. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't focus on anything. Just let it happen. Reach that state of effortlessness where you don't have to be anything. You don't have to try to be anything. What we're talking about, Megan, takes zero effort. You just watch. It's kind of like you're at a movie theater and the images just pop up on the screen. You're just watching the screen. You're watching the screen inside your mind. You're watching the screen, anything that arises in front of your eyes, in front of your true self. Your true self is the witness, the one watching everything, the seer, who doesn't need anything, who's timeless, actually, who doesn't live or die, who doesn't need attention, doesn't need fame, doesn't need things, doesn't need effort. This is about reaching that state of effortlessness. If this mindset practicum, if these mindset broadcasts and sessions have any purpose at all, you need to experience this for yourself, what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's just words, it's just intellectual, and it means absolutely nothing. I'm not interested in intellectual pursuits. I'm not interested in cluttering and polluting and putting more into this thing. I'm more interested in pouring it out. I talked earlier about leaving your mind at the door, leaving all your past beliefs and all your past conditioning and assumptions and presumptions and preconceived notions, leaving them at the door. You may even be feeling right now a little creep of anxiety, a little creep of you try to, I don't know if I want this. I like my nice little life. I like my nice little insecurities. I like this is nothing to worry about. That's the mind again coming in and trying to say what this professor is saying and what this whole thing is about. What is this self-inquiry crap? You don't need this. Come with me. He's trying to hold the keys to the kingdom. a kingdom that is all yours, a kingdom that is all yours. And it's been there since the beginning of time, and it'll be there after this body leaves this physical realm. It will be there. Discover this now. You have this beautiful opportunity. You have this beautiful chance. Don't miss it. Most of us are slaves. Most of us are slaves to the eternal doubter. The little guy that lives inside your head, whose favorite word is can't. Not good enough, not this enough, not tall enough, not young enough, not skinny enough, not famous enough, not pretty enough. Don't have enough money, too much money. It's always finding a comparison. It's always finding some way to limit you. It's on the hunt for limitations. When what we're talking about, this self-inquiry, this self-discovery, there are no limitations. It's limitless. It's this constantly renewing source of joy, presence, stillness, freedom. This is where true freedom lies. What does it feel like? Report back to me. What does it feel like? This is something that you can do. This is something you can replay this. This is something you can do. Go back to that. You may say to yourself, but Professor Nez, I had this beautiful experience, but now I've lost it. Well, then you never really had it. You never really had it because this is not something, we're not talking about something that you can wear as a backpack or something you can put in a briefcase or something that you can put in your pocket and then use it on Tuesdays, but maybe not on Thursdays. It's always there. It's always there. Right there, in here, deep, deep, deep in the recesses and the crevices, underneath all the noise, underneath all the baggage, underneath all the preconceived notions. Underneath the past, underneath the future, underneath the present. It is before every object that appears. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan. That's a great report. It's okay. This isn't something that you can fail at. There's no quiz. You're doing marvelous. This isn't something that you're not gonna, if you fail, you don't get a certificate or you can never have this experience again. That's fantastic. Forget about the thought ADD. I like what Megan just said there. I'm trying to focus, but my ADD is getting in the way, but it feels nice. That's a great effort. That's beautiful, Megan. At least you're looking. At least you're trying to discover this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you for joining, Tim. Don't even think about the thought. The ADD is just a thought. Look at it, but don't entangle yourself with it. Look at it, but don't get involved in the drama. This guy loves drama. This guy that lives inside your head, he loves drama. He gloms onto the first opportunity. He's lightning quick. He's lightning quick. And he will glom on to anything that will give him fuel, anything that he will make his stay longer. And here's the amazing thing. What makes his stay longer, what makes him last, what makes his ability to put you in chains stronger and more powerful is your interest, is your attention. You put too much importance. You put too much importance into his sales pitch, if you will. He's the ultimate salesman. He's the ultimate politician. Hello, Prashant. Good to see you. He's the ultimate persuader. He's the ultimate arguer. He can convince you that every time you look in the mirror, that is the ugliest, reflection that ever existed. And you know that's not true. That's how good he is. He's the only thing that gets in your way. The psychological mind. I'm not talking about your natural intelligence. Okay, I don't want you to get it. What does he mean, Noma? What are these Zen masters and what are these great teachers and great orators and great authors and artists? What do they mean by don't pay attention to the mind? Or what does Professor Nez mean by leaving your mind at the door? I'm not talking about your natural intelligence. Let's be very, very clear. I'm not talking about your ability to learn new things, your ability to remember your wife's face or how to drive a car. No. I'm not talking about I'm talking about your psychological mind. There's a big difference. Some people call them the monkey mind, the serpent mind, right? I call him the eternal doubter. And he lives inside of every single human being. That his stay is predicated upon your interest and your attention. You give him attention, that fuels his residency. He's a house guest, y'all. You're the landlord, but he's convinced you. He's convinced you that you're the house guest and he's the landlord. At first, he came as just an uninvited thought, just an uninvited guest. You're ugly, or you're not good enough, or you'll never do this, or why do you think that you can do this? It starts very simply. He's so subtle. And he comes as a house guest. He just kind of says, hey, man, can I just, do you mind if I just stay on your couch? I need a place to crash just for a couple of days. I promise it won't be longer than a couple of days. And then you know how that boogie goes. A couple of days turns into a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks turns into a couple of months. He's not only staying in your house. He's also took over your bed. He went from the couch to the master bedroom. He's taken over. He's the landlord. You're the house guest in your own kingdom. This is the most important inquiry. This is the most important discovery in the entire human kingdom. Who are you? If you don't know who you are, how can you even begin to decide what to do with your life? How can you even begin to decide who to spend the rest of your life with? How can you even begin to decide on a career, a path, a purpose, a cause, a direction? Self-discovery, self-inquiry. And this is practical. This is not intellectual mumbo jumbo. I will not do a course, show, or session that is full of mumbo jumbo, intellectual, constantly adding more and more and more. I want to actually take it all out. I want to take that ice cream scoop and scoop out the past, scoop out your wrongful convictions of who you are, scoop out, extract. That's what I want to do. That's the whole focus of this. That's the whole purpose of this, is to have that sense of self-discovery. This is the most important discovery. This is everything. You are not the thoughts that come and go. You are not the good times that come and go. You are not the weight issues that come and go. You are not the bad experiences that come and go. You are not anything that comes and goes. We're trying to inquire what doesn't come and go. You are that. Hi, Mindy. Big kisses, Mindy. You are that which doesn't come and go. Discover this. Discover this. And everything will be just perfect. Discover this. And then, and let me take that back. Let me take that back. Thank you, Tim. Let me take that back. I don't want to, because again, this isn't a pitch. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to teach. The operative word is discovery. This has always been there. This has always been there since the beginning. I had unbelievable teachers. I had unbelievable guides and masters teach me this. I'm sorry, not teach me this. Help me discover this. It was there from the beginning. It will be there after this physical body is gone. I want you to discover this. If you're just joining us, please make sure you watch the replay, because we did a very extensive self-guided inquiry and discovery. And I'd love your feedback. I want you to tell me how it felt. I want you to tell me what you discovered. Did you discover the truth of who you are? Again, really quickly, because I have to go. Again, really quickly. And this is also going on YouTube too. The replay will be on YouTube as well as my Facebook business page. Discover what doesn't come and go. Discover what doesn't come and go. If it comes and goes, if it's ephemeral, if it's transient, who is the one that sees it come and go? Who is the one that has to be there in order for something to come and go? A thought, a feeling, an experience, a sensation. Discover the one who's witnessing all the comings and goings, and you are free. You're free, my friends. You are free. Experiential. Everything that we're doing here with mindset has to be experiential. Exactly. Very good comment, Tim. Nobody can teach you who your true self is. This is the whole point. What I'm trying to do is just a guided self-inquiry. I'm trying to show you, okay, ways in which just a nice, it's almost like a sort of how-to. You're a YouTuber, Tim. This will make sense. Sort of a how-to discover yourself. How to at least open the door to that path of discovering yourself. Because I was so appreciative when individuals help me open that door. But you have to walk the path. So in other words, you've probably heard this saying a million times: a wise man can show you the path, but you must walk it, right? And I'm not saying I'm a wise man, far from it. But the point is, you know what I mean? You exactly right, Tim. You need to take that action. You need to move those feet. That's all on you. Mindset Live. Every single Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. I couldn't broadcast this past Monday, so this is sort of a makeup broadcast. Every single Monday, y'all. Every single Monday, I'm going to bring it. It's a conversation. It's not a teaching session. It's not a how-to. It's not anything like, it's not, you know, I want to get that as far removed. This is just a conversation. This is just a conversation with all of us together. What is it that's really getting in our way? What is it that's really stopping us? What's your mindset? It all starts with mindset. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Professor Nez, career coach consultant, live video marketing consultant, writing professor, and author. I hope you will stay tuned. I hope you will continue to watch. I hope you will hit subscribe. I hope you will hit like. That would really mean a lot to us, so you can always get notified when we go live. Make sure you hit that notification button so you always know when we go live. I'll see you guys next Monday. And really quickly, don't forget, this Friday, in just 2 days, Friday night, our Nez Nation Live talk show. We've got an amazing guest, Justin Brown from Primal Video, who's doing amazing things with his video business and video creation tools. He's going to come and talk to us about his story. So make sure that you can catch that. That's Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, Professor Nez. Leave your feedback in the comments. Leave your feedback. Watch the replay. Watch, you know, and try to execute experientially what we've been kind of discussing. And then I'd love to hear your discovery. I'd love to hear your feedback. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.